Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. I drove up to the cabin this morning and have a lot of down trees here and there. Got to clear the ones at least across the roadway. And that's what I'm going to do today. Cut them up. Probably haul them all home to make some blocks and stuff. I brought the two doggone senior supervisors with me today. They love going up to the cabin, exploring around, chasing the squirrels. They have a couple little ponds they can wade out in. Pretty fun for them. And kind of nice thing about this stuff is I use them for blocking and firewood. The blocks, when they get tired, we just split them up and burn them. I'm going to measure these up, load part of this tree onto the truck and take home with me and deal with it at home, and load up a few of those rounds that I've already cut to add to the load. Not going to worry about getting too much done today. I'm actually here just to have a good time. I should have took a few minutes and sharpened the chainsaw. It's not real bad, but it's not real good either. But the few trees I'm going to be cutting today should work out fine. This part of the tree down here by the base is kind of haphazardly up on another tree, and when I cut that, it has the possibility of rolling off, so I'm going to step off to the side and cut it very carefully to eliminate any issues with that. This chainsaw feels kind of like a toy saw. Back when I was logging, I had a big old Stihl saw that thing was heavy, and well, it was a workhorse. And this little saw does pretty good, but it's not like those old commercial saws I used to use. This chainsaw is more like the size of saw I used to use just for limbing trees. And like I said, they work really good. It's just at my age, using one of those big heavy saws like I used to do is just probably not in the cards. Oh, my little crawler down there, have my wood splitter hooked to, and pan the camera over. We've got this big, tall, leaning tree, kind of aiming right for it. So I'm going to have to figure out if I'm going to move that little crawler and get it out of the way and then try to pull that tree down, or if I can push that tree off to the side and not have to worry about it hitting the crawler. And now comes the fun part. I'm going to winch these pieces of this tree up into the back of that little dump truck and load up so I can go back home. And this is only a day trip, so I didn't come prepared to spend the night or anything. So get these loaded up and head her on out. Those little green aspen trees, even the smaller pieces of it, are pretty doggone heavy, a lot of moisture in them. My back's telling me time to be a little careful with this stuff, so I'm going to have to lift carefully and make sure I don't strain my back too much. I'm using this little cheap log jack to help me out. My PV and my can hook apparently went by the wayside. I haven't been able to find those for a few years now, so one of these days I'll replace them. That old winch up there is a Harbor Freight winch. I picked up a wireless remote to use with it, and works really good. I was able to pick up these end of the logs and then winch it up enough to get it up on the tailgate of that truck. There's an old saying, say, work smarter, not harder. You use that winch to pull those logs forward. I used to have a couple log trucks, and I had a hydraulic self-loader on the back of one of those trucks. So I could load up an entire semi in just 20 minutes or so. And I'm out here loading up 4 or 5 logs, and it's taken me a little while. Whenever I come up to the cabin, I always try to take something down, usually firewood, and today's no exception. I got that tree loaded. I'm going to throw a few of those rounds on the truck too, along with some firewood, and have a good enough load to go home with.